Welcome to Cage Minds. I'm Micah Frankel. It is fight week for Fight World MMA 20. And boy, do we have a good one. A title fight. Flyweights are going to go at it for a belt. Hondo Gutierrez and our guest at this time, Juwan Williams-Smith. Sir, thank you for the time. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Man, I'm doing well. Looking forward to seeing some live action. I thank you for the sacrifice, having a cut weight during Thanksgiving week. I mean, thank you for that.
Oh yeah. What I'm gonna do for that is I'm actually gonna try to drop down to 125 so I can eat for Thanksgiving. That's how I wanna do it. Cause right now I'm at like 134, but I got a sauna. I access the sauna, so I sit in there and I drop like 5 pounds. So, I'm good.
A
Yeah, for
man with a
weight.
plan.
Yep. For the weight, everything I've been on my weight, so I'm not gonna have to worry about not being on weight. I'm gonna be able to fight. So everything's taken care of.
It's going to be the first fight in a little bit, and it gets to be for a title belt right away.
Yes. I know it's kind of crazy doing that, but how I look at it is like I climb ladders, and then I was looking, I'm like, I don't want to go back. You know what I mean? Like, I want to know this is what I'm going to do or not. I'm 28. I don't have a lot more time. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm going to do or not. And I feel like this is where I'm going to find that out. And I know I can compete with this guy.
Going to be a tough opponent. So far, Hondo's unbeaten in his MMA career. Did you even assess the challenge, or was the opportunity just the one you were looking for?
No, I looked at it. I checked out stand up, checked out his ground. And I was like, hey, I don't want an easy fight. This is a fight that I want. So I took it.
Now, as I understand it, you're a Michigan native from Kalamazoo. Talk to me about your roots.
I'm just, like I said, how I came in MMA from just off street fighting. And then I actually started getting serious. And then I started training, and then I just fell in love with the sport, and then from there, it's just like, like I said, I love this sport and I just want to fight, so this is my opportunity and I'm going to take it,
Like a lot of fighters, you're coming off of that break from COVID. It seems like kind of slowed down your ability to take fights. Where were you at, and what was the experience like in those 6 fights leading up to 2019?
I was in Michigan, and they were great. You know what I'm saying? I had great coaching. I had great teams, which I miss. You know what I'm saying? Everything was going good. It's just like, then the COVID, kind of shocked me, kind of scared. I was kind of a little afraid, hey, do I want to compete? Because I don't know how serious this stuff is. And they didn't know if it was airborne at the time, so there's a lot of stuff going on at that, But like I said, those fights that I had in Michigan were really good fights. My first fight, I feel that was a good fight. My second fight, I honestly don't think he should have been in there with me, but they underestimated me, and I did not perform as good as I should have. My third fight was one of my toughest fights, and then when I went to WXC, that's when the chopping board started. Like when I wanted to try tougher opponents, that's when things started failing for me. So I had to realize, hey, you can't think striking, it's all over, it's all around. So if he gets in there, he wants to strike with you, strike with him. If he gets in there, he wants to grapple with you, you can't call him, he's scary because he wants to grapple. No, it's MMA, go to boxing. That's how I look at it, so I just had to get where my weakness is. That's where I tighten up. Wherever I'm weak at, I tighten my game up. I noticed I was weak on the ground, so I tighten that up. I noticed I was weak on stand up too, so I tightened up what I needed and I focused on what I need to.
Looking at your record, wins by submission, TKO, and decision. At this point in your career, do you feel that you're stronger in one area?
Yes, I do. I just feel like I don't want to give too much away, but how I am is my strength. I work on my weakness more than I work on my strength. Just put it that way. A lot of people, they like to work on their strengths, but me, I want to work on my weakness, make that strong so I don't have any weakness.
And I think just as from the mindset of, if you were in a coach's mindset, that's the exact kind of student you want to have, is a guy who's attacking those weaknesses. So I love that character trait.
Most definitely. You know, like I said, to be honest, sir, I don't know. In my heart, I seen it. I watched him fight. You know what I'm saying? I believe, hey, I can stand with this guy. I can grapple with this guy. You know, Smith, I can do this. If JJ goes in there, he's going to get smashed. Smith goes in there, he's going to eat. That's just facts.
So you got to change that mindset, that mentality almost.
Yes, but that was the problem. When I was in Michigan, even my coach will back this up. We did a lot of grappling, you know what I'm saying? But there was a lot of self-defense. So when I got hit, I would curl up. I would shut down. I didn't know how to react. I got here. I started fighting. The fighters I fight at now, they don't back up. You know what I'm saying? They bring the heat, and I love that. Now, hey, either you're going to stay here and get whooped, or you're going to get off this corner. Which one are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? When you got guys that put you in a bad situation and then they back up, you don't learn. You have to press the whole time. If you don't press, then what is the point of fighting? Because my guy is not going to let me out of that cage. So you don't let me out.
And real quick, if you could touch on a little bit, the last year I heard is when you've made the move from Michigan, from home, down here to New Mexico, now living in Roswell.
The story with that is we moved here because my daughter was having, they said that she didn't have autism. And as a father, I felt like, hey, let's go somewhere else and see if they say the same thing. If they say the same thing, you know, then. But then we came here to find out that she has it, you know, so that's why I'm actually in Roswell for the moment. It's for my daughter. Like right now, I have a little detailing business going on, you know, but it's not going like I need it to go, you know. And I'm thinking to myself, like, before I leave this world, I can at least tell my daughter, hey, I tried, daddy tried, or daddy did it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, if I lose this fight and whatever go, and I don't make it to the UFC, or I don't make anything out of this, at least I can tell my daughter, hey, I was man enough to try that, daughter, and I failed. I am sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing else I can do. But me not trying, I feel like I failed her by not trying.
Probably should have led off with this. What led you to finding MMA, to finding fighting?
Oh, man. Okay, long story short, I was a punk. I didn't like fighting at all. I was bullied, you know what I'm saying? And then I moved to Florida, and that lifestyle, you had to grasp it, because if not, you were going to get, you know, so it turned into a little violence there, and then like gang life, stuff like that, kind of. And then my mom moved me back to Michigan, and then I met my friend, and then he started, he was like, hey, let's go to MMA class. And I'm like, nah, bro, I like to fight. I ain't with that listening stuff, you know? And then he was like, all right, let's just try it. So I went there, you know, and I was laughing and giggling and stuff, you know, and the professor, he just came up to me, you know, and he just lightly like popped me in the head, you know, with a head kick. And I fell, like, it was just a light, like I fell, it wasn't hard enough. It was just hard enough to knock me over, you know? And then that moment, I was like, hey, I want to learn how to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then ever since then, I've been going and learning jiu-jitsu and learning MMA, kickboxing, and, you know, doing my thing.
Awesome. So it kind of spoke to you right away.
Yeah. Like, this is how I know MMA for me. I'm a 5 years type of guy. The skateboarding, football, you know, all that stuff died off. This never died off. This is how I know this is for me.
Saturday night. I know you expect victory. What kind of fight, though, should we expect? The audience, the people that are watching.
I expect wherever he comes out, I'm gonna come out with me. Whatever he comes with, that's what y'all gonna get. If he comes to fight, he gonna get the fight. If he don't come to fight, then I'm gonna walk over him. It is what it is. It's whatever he wants, you know. If he wants to fight, we're gonna fight. And like I said, this is how it is. Everybody say, hey, I want to stand or I want to grapple. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get hit, it changes. You know, the whole game changes. Oh, I thought I wanted to grapple, or I thought I wanted to strike until I get hit. You know what I'm saying? So everybody say what they want to do until they step in there. So I'm not going to tell you what they expect out of me. I'm going to tell you whatever goes down in that's what's going to happen. If I lose, I'm going to give it my all. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do the best I can to defend myself. When I'm on the ground, I'm gonna move properly how I'm supposed to, not moving like I rolled into a triangle one time, and because I didn't know, I wasn't aware. Before I move, I think, hey, boom. And, you know, I'm thinking where to go. You know what I'm saying? And I go from there. And I roll. I roll with purple belts, brown belts. I roll with the toughest guys. You know, I even got some really good white belts at the gym that give me a run for my money. You know, and I'm just a 2-stripe white belt. But a story short from that, I went from Michigan. I had jiu-jitsu for 2.5 years. Then I came here. Then, you know how you got to start over because it's a whole different. So technically, I've been in jiu-jitsu for 3 years.
So you're a seasoned white belt.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely a seasoned. And this is another reason why I'm taking this fight, because I've been there. Like, another thing, when it comes to cage experience, I have more than he does. He might have better coaching, better stuff like that, but I have more cage experience. I know what to do when in certain spots. I know, hey, if I put him in here, if I put him in this situation, will he know how to react? I've been there before. I've been in tough fights already. My last 3 fights were very tough, and I was able to do my thing. But at the end of the day, my mental was broke me. But what's going to save me in this fight is my daughter. Nothing's gonna beat me. When I'm thinking of my daughter, nothing's gonna beat me.
You got that new fire lit in you.
Yeah, most definitely. And my fire is my daughter. It's been like that. My coach always told me, he said, Jay, you got to understand, you can walk around as JJ, but you got to turn to Smith when I need you there. You can't do that. You can't, when you Smith, you got to stay there. You can't turn back to JJ because you're going to lose. So when I'm coming there, I'm coming in for that whole 15 minutes. And I've been running. Yeah, everybody asking me, oh, are you sure you want to do the 3 5-minute rounds? If I don't, then I might as well not go pro then, because that's what the fights are going to be when I go pro. So why not try it? You know? And then with the running, you gotta do what you're supposed to do. Get up, run. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got the cardio, grapple, do what you're supposed to do. And I've been doing that. And if I haven't, trust me, I wouldn't have took this fight. It wouldn't be smart.
He sounds more than ready. He sounds more than prepared. Juwan Williams-Smith, sir, time.
Most definitely.